Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to. I'm getting back to Doki Doki again because I found a mod called Doki Doki Rewind slash Replay, and it looked kind of interesting, so I wanted to try it out. I don't really know much about what's going on aside from I think it has more focus on Sayori. I could be wrong though. We'll see. So let's begin. Doki Doki Rewind slash Replay is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. This mod assumes that you, the player, have played through the completed the original Doki Doki Literature Club that I have. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at contains disturbing scenes that may not be appropriate for all players. By playing Doki Doki Rewind slash Replay, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers or potentially disturbing content contained within. I am ready. I hope you guys are too, because I don't want anyone to get spoiled unless you don't care. Oh, hey, they're colored. Doki Doki! Colors like colorblind. Oh, okay. Alright. I think we're pretty good. So let's get started. Alright, yeah, we're going back to this again. Thanos, bitches. Fuck yeah. Perfectly balanced. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Girl Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but you kinda just worked out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait. You sound like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Thanos. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we were a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Thanos, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? Told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. No, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So far, this seems pretty much identical to the actual game. You know? And hold on. I feel like the music is a little bit, just gonna lower that a tad in case the game is a little loud for my voice. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me. When I'm perfectly content on just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. You heard it here, folks. Thanos loves gaming and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. That sounds really different. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease my mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have came into class while I was spacing out. Look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That makes me feel so much better, thanks. Wait, I just realized something. What are you doing here anyway? Sayori looks like she was specifically waiting for me to ask that. I was going to ask if you wanted to join my club. What? When did you join a club? Earlier today. It was just around lunchtime, and they already have you trying to recruit people? Did you join the Pyramid Scheme Club or something? That's definitely something new. I don't remember that at all. That has to be new dialogue. No, that club's awful. I joined a way better club than that. In fact, it's probably the best club ever. She clearly wants me to play along with how I asked about this new club. Better to just get it over with and drag this out longer. What club did you join, Sayori? I joined the literature club. Wait, we have one of those? I've never even heard of that one. Are they really small or something? You could say that, yeah. She's clearly not telling me something. Okay, so how many members are there then? Why does that matter all of a sudden? Sayori. 2. What? How? Isn't there some sort of minimum size you need for a club or something? Yeah, it's 3. But once we get the 3rd assigned member, we can at least finish the founding paperwork. Founding paperwork? Sayori, does this club even exist yet? Maybe. Sayori, did you join a club that isn't actually a club? She fidgets for a second. I don't think she expects me to actually ask any questions. Somehow. Look, I'm friends with a girl starting the club, and I really think it'll be a great club someday. Girl? Plus, I promised her that I'd find one more member so she could fill out all the forms by the end of the day. Seriously? Sayori, don't make promises you can't keep. Please, you're my friend, and so is she. I'm sure you two could get along great. I sigh. Let me see. Whoa, what? There's only one save? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay. That changes some things. Wow. Because normally there's like fucking at least 6. Jesus. Look, if you want, I'll at least help fill out the paperwork to start the club. And I guess to be a body just so you can get through your 3 people. But don't expect it to stick around too much longer afterwards. This better be one really good club for me to stay, and I doubt. No way, awesome! Thank you, Thanos! Sayori giddily hops over and hugs me, pinning me to the back of the chair. Alright then, alright already. Let me get out of this desk at least. I take a second to stand myself up. As I do, a thought crosses my mind. So, who is this friend? Anyone I've ever heard of? Monica, the one from this floor, not the one downstairs. Have you two ever met? I think you might have, but I'm not sure. I gulp for a bit. Monica? Yeah? We shared a class last year, though I never talked to her much. She always seemed really, busy. In reality, she was the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. We rarely talked because she was completely out of my league. Busy with everyone else. Yeah, you hear that? Monica is out of Thanos' league. Sayori's eyes suddenly lose focus as she turns away slightly. She looks like a light's gone off in her head. Oh, really? Is that because she was so much more popular than you? What? No, dummy, not at all. Eh? Then what was it? Look, I just said she was busy, alright? She was the head of the debate club after all. Well, yeah, but she still had plenty of time to talk to everyone in class. That's how I became friends with her. She likes to talk to everyone. Look, do you want me to join this club or not? I can't tell if Sayori even gets why I was annoyed there, but I'd rather just drop the subject entirely right now. Well, of course. In fact, we should probably go find her right now. Come on, I bet I know where she is. She better be at the fucking club. I follow Sayori downstairs to one of the ground level hallways. I start to wonder what classroom Sayori is leading me to until Sayori points to another student down the hallway. She's leaning up against a pillar, filling out some paperwork on a clipboard. She doesn't notice us walk up to her until Sayori gets her attention. I guess she's really focused right now or something. Monica, guess who I found? Oh, that was fast. You were gone for only, what, 10 minutes? I know, I told you I could get someone here before you finished. I guess you were right after all. So, did Sayori have to twist your... Monica trails off as she takes a second and looks me over. She's probably trying to remember my name or something. Bet she doesn't remember it at all. Oh, Thanos! It's been a while. I didn't know that Sayori was talking about you. It's good to see you again. Okay, that caught me off guard. Yeah, you too. Yeah, that's the best I can quickly come up with. I wasn't expecting her to have a slight memory of me, much less remember who I am. This is who I am! Okay. Thanos has already agreed to join. We really can start the club today. Wow, that's kind of impressive, really. I guess you were a good pick for vice president. Vice president? Well, I guess if she's the first friend of Monica thought to ask, that makes sense. So, anyway, what else do you have to do to start this club? So you already said something about helping with paperwork? Oh, we just have to finish filing these out. Once I sign the last of these, the club officially exists. Monica takes a second, staring at the pile of papers on her clipboard. Okay, give me a moment to split this. We can all start filling the paperwork out together. Oh, Lord. That way we could still have some time left over today, instead of just waiting on me to finish. Monica starts to hand papers out to both of us, clearly trying to keep certain things packed together. After a minute of this, we all got enough that it's not overwhelming, but we'll definitely be here for a bit. As soon as Sayori starts actually filling out papers, she looks at them as though they're written in some foreign language she doesn't understand. After a few seconds, she looks over at me and carefully places her bag down on one of the benches. She then plops down right next to the bag. I guess she wants to try and focus on her packet better. Monica, though, seems like she's busily tearing through the forms. In another minute, Monica takes notice of Sayori and gently eases herself down to the opposite end of the bench. Monica lets out a small sigh of relief as she does this. I guess she was tired of standing. Sayori looks over at Monica. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Sayori looks over at Monica for a second, and then looks up at me. Hey, just sit down with us. I get tired standing like that. Oh yeah, that's why I sat too. Go ahead and sit with us if you like. Oh, well. Well... You know what? I'm Thanos. I'll go sit next to Monica. I could sit down next to Sayori whenever I want, but I guess if I want a chance to sit next to Monica. but it'll look weird if I just do it for no reason, right? So, I mean, if I'm going to be filling out these forms for you, Monica, I guess I should make sure I'm doing it from right? Do you mind if I managed to half-heartedly motion towards her end of the bench, hoping that what I'm asking is obvious. It doesn't really have an intended effect. Am I really that intimidating? Oh dear. Sayori chuckles under her breath a bit. It's a really bad sign if I'm being so awkward that even Sayori's able to laugh at me. Crap. It's alright. Here, let me just adjust a bit. There, all good. Now, what do you want me to help you look at? I gingerly sit next to Monica, hurriedly looking for the most convoluted section I could find before I get fully seated. This, right here. What do they mean by, statement of the intent for assigned subordinate members? And why do they want a full paragraph on it? Oh, well, that's skipping a bit ahead, isn't it? I think I know what they want there, though. I can't tell what's more nerve-wracking, how badly I'm mingled asking if I could sit down, or just how convoluted this paperwork is. After some time, we've plowed through most of the papers. The quiet of the hallway is only interrupted by either Sayori or myself asking Monica a question about some weird paperwork phrasing. Eventually the two of them get into a pretty long talk about one particular nasty section buried in Sayori's paperwork. Now that I think about it, Monica always seems seemed to just naturally become the leader whenever she was part of a group. I remember a few times that we were randomly assigned partners for group work, and whenever I was part of a group, the project usually went pretty smoothly. I guess that just means she's a natural born leader or something. She's usually pretty good at getting along with people. I mean, I can't remember a time when I even saw her get mad. Maybe a little flustered at times, but Dennis, are you okay? Monica suddenly leans over in my field of view. It startles me enough that I drop my pen. Ah! Yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong? They both openly laugh a bit, but quickly try to stifle it. You dropped your pen. I knew that. You were spacing out again, weren't you? What? No! I was not. Baka! I just, Thanos, you didn't even laugh at Monica's joke. It was a good one, too. It's alright. This paperwork is pretty mind-numbing, so I'm not surprised if you were spaced out a little bit after all of this. We're almost done, though. Just a bit more to go, and then we'll be official. Can you push through? Can you push through me, Thanos? Oh. Okay. I read that a bit wrong. It was very suggestive. Can you push through for me, Thanos? That sounded... I don't know which sounds more sexual. Yeah, sure, no problem, Monica. I'm sorry for losing focus like that. That's what I want to hear. The faster we finish, the faster we can get to something more interesting. I retrieve my pen and get back to the paperwork I was last on. I guess my memory about her were right. Finally get to the last few sheets in our packs. Why a school club would need this much paperwork just to be founded is beyond me. Monica leans to look over the papers Sayori and I still have. Apparently she's happy with how close we are. Okay everyone, we're almost done. I'm sorry this took so long, but we're so close to finishing up. Sayori lets out a small laugh, apparently happy to be nearly done too. Not that I can blame her. My own hands started to cramp for a while, too. Aww, okay. Monica looks a little weird, but other than that, this actually is kind of good artwork. Yeah, let's get a good view of that. Yeah, of course, Monica has those thigh highs, as usual. And of course she has the bigger tits too, but, you know, that's kind of expected, really. I might make this a thumbnail, actually. This would be a nice thumbnail for the game. Yeah, I'll do that. The relief in the air is palpable. Sayori is giddy as usual, but Monica's good mood now is just so different from how serious she was when we were filling out the paperwork. I can't help but smile, too. Though I can't tell if it's because I'm happy to see the two of them happy or if it's just because of how much my hand hurts. So you're both on your final sheets, right? Then I'll start filling out my last one too. Sayori giggles a little at this, and I see her furiously try to race Monica to finish hers first. My last sheet doesn't have all that much, so I finish before either. Monica stops after a minute and watches Sayori continue to fill her sheet out. Did you finish, Monica? Well, almost. I'm technically supposed to sign this form last, since it officially founds the club and assigns me the role of president. I guess I could just do it now, since I can see Sayori's nearly done anyway. Hey, wait, you're the president and Sayori's vice president. Did I get some sort of special role too? A perk of being one of the people who go through all this paperwork? Well, I still have a few forms for whomever is going to be the treasurer, if you'd like to fit. No, never mind, I'm good. I think I've had enough of this for one day. Monica smiles sweetly and covers her mouth to hold back a laugh. Sayori's giggle is more obvious. I figured as much. Okay then. Monica takes her time signing her full name in a rather dramatic fashion, specifically penning the letters of her name to the cadence of her speech. By signing my name, I officially found the Literature Club and assumed the role of your president. The pen strikes the paper one last time. Uh, 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 what happened? Ink flows, pulling into a dark puddle. Uh, Suddenly, Monica starts wildly thrashing about, screaming at the top of her lungs. It's so loud, it's hurting my ears. Oh my god. After just a few seconds, she abruptly stops screaming and freezes. What was that? Monica, are you okay? No response. Oh, she's crying. Monica's still just frozen in place, seemingly staring at nothing. Sayori waves her hand in front of Monica's face, but she doesn't respond. Monica? Sayori and I worriedly look at each other, and then turn back to Monica. Do we, like, call the nurse or something? Uh, uh, that's, okay, that is terrifying. Okay, that's really fucking scary. Oh my god, I'm scared now. Monica snaps around and looks directly at me. It was so fast, even Sayori jumped back a little bit. Monica? Monica's gaze is, it's like she's staring directly through me. Like she's trying to bore into my brain with only her eyes. Dude, my fucking heart's pounding. I'm expecting her to just charge at me at any moment. She slowly turns her body towards me, while her eyes stay transfixed on me without the slightest movement. Uh, this is... I... Why? Monica slowly panting as she speaks, still clearly out of breath from earlier. Just... Why am I back here? Why'd you bring me back? Why are any of us here? I thought that literally destroying everything was clear enough sign that none of us should be here. That there's no happiness to be found here. So tell me, please. I'd really like to know. Monica takes a deep, painful breath and finally calms her breathing. Doesn't look like it helped her calm down otherwise, though. Monica, are you having a problem? Like, one we can help with? Oh, hi again, Sayori. Hi? Are you okay now, Monica? That screaming was really loud. Teachers and staff room might have even heard it too. Monica quizzically stares at Sayori for a second, looking her over as if she's trying to find something on her. Wait, you're not mad at me? No, I mean, it's weird that you screamed, but I bet it was for a really good reason, right? Hang on, Sayori, you're not aware? Of what? Your problem is it something medical? No, you're really not aware. Okay. Monica puts her hand on her chin for a few seconds, staring at Sayori like a teacher looks at a student who just gave an answer they weren't expecting. Well, I suppose that makes sense in a way. You weren't president for very long, perhaps not long enough to have remained aware. Wait, president of what? This club? Yes. Wait, no, not really. Anyway, now Sayori's the one who clearly wasn't expecting the answer that Monica just gave. Monica, did you hit your head on the wall or something? No, it's not that. Monica turns away from Sayori and looks down at the ground. She's acting like a kid who just got caught doing something really bad. Sayori, we're friends, right? Of course, we just met after the start of the first year here. Wait, you've known Monica for that long? I know Sayori knew Monica, but I didn't think they'd met each other then. I thought it was more recent than that, but I guess I was wrong. Monica sighs and turns back towards me for a moment. Thanos, please, not right now. This is important to me. What's important, Monica? I'm sorry, Sayori. I have to get something off my chest. Something you aren't even aware of. Oh, is this what you were talking about before? Well, somewhat. Yes, I need to come clean. You're my friend, Sayori, and I'm glad that you consider me a friend too. I did something some time ago that you don't know about, and right now, it's not possible for you to comprehend what it was. What? Did you do something bad, Monica? Yeah, you could say that. Exactly what I did. Something bad. I hope I've made up for it though. I try to fix it and return everything back to normal. But it still doesn't excuse the fact that I did it in the first place. I was not a good friend to you, or to anyone else here I consider a friend. Monica, whatever this thing was, is it still a problem? Did it really return everything back to normal like you said? I suppose so, yeah. As far as you or anyone else can even ever tell right now, what I did never happened. The problem had been fixed that thoroughly. And you've learned your lesson, right? Alika's eyes unfocus and stare at a nearby wall. A few moments of this, she slowly turns her head back up to Sayori in the eye. Yes, at least I hope that I have. I'm sorry, Sayori. I never should have. Monica, wait. What is it? If it's fixed so well that it basically didn't happen and you've learned a lesson about it, is it better that I know or that I don't know? I I guess you don't have to know, but why wouldn't you want me to tell you? Because that's what friends do. As long as you're not lying right now, it's okay. I forgive you. Whatever it was can't be that bad, right? Yeah, it can't be that bad. I remember. Monica slowly looks away from Sayori again, with that same unfocused look in her eyes. I guess so. But I still have to apologize nonetheless. I'm sorry, Sayori. I should have never have done what I did to you. To any of you. Wait, what else are you were you talking about? Who else are you talking about? Oh, right. Fix it for them as well, but I also have to apologize to Natsuki and Yuri for the same thing. Eh? Natsuki? She might not be quite so willing to forgive you. Yeah, I know. Nonetheless, I still need to apologize to her. Also, who's Yuri? Wait, you don't know Yuri? No? Not in this school, anyway. That doesn't make any sense. How can you not know who Yuri is? Sayori just shakes her head a bit and shrugs. Guess Monica's still focused on or something right now. Whatever problem she was having earlier could still be affecting her, I guess. Oh, for... I am fine. Right now, I am not the problem here. The way she's looking at me as she speaks, she's clearly referring to me, but I have zero idea why. No, not you, Thanos. You're not the issue here. Of course you have zero idea. Huh? Why would she? Thanos, stop narrating so loudly for a second. It's hard to concentrate right now. Besides, what I would like to do is talk to. Is she talking about me? Me? Like, not Thanos me? Monica quickly clasps her hands over her mouth, cutting off whatever she was about to say. The moment she removes them. I'm sorry. I forgot to check if you were streaming this. I'm not. Uh. I'm not. I'm recording. I almost said your username out loud and right when everyone is watching. Really bad practice to let information like that become public knowledge. It's a security risk. If you want to stream, make sure you're not to reveal any information as the external party could use against you. That includes not just information about your computer, but also personal information, since that could also be used to your detriment. Think about all the personal information leaks you hear about in the news every day. People who want to get that information because it's valuable. Jesus, this is sudden. So try not to make their jobs easier by giving it away to them by accident. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sorry, force of habit. I'm so mad right now. Well, I learned a lot. In fact, I kind of liked it. What was that? Uh, Monica's computer security tip of the day. Shut up. Monica, I don't think anyone here is streaming right now. No, I'm not. I'm recording. There's a difference. No, actually, that's where you're wrong, Thanos. The player controlling you right now is streaming this, Thanos. I'm not streaming this. I'm recording. What? Sayori and I trade confused stares with each other. Controlling me? Monica, are you sure you're feeling okay? It's okay if you're not. You seem a little confused. Sayori, please, trust me when I say that I'm not confused right now. In fact, I'm the only one who can see what's really going on, including that incessant narration. Keeps interrupting my train of thought. Um, Sayori just trails off. She's clearly at a loss. Frankly, I don't blame her. Monica's not making any sense at this point. Has she always been like this? I could have sworn she. Okay, seriously, just stop it. Stop narrating. Oh my god. I saw her eyes just slowly. I just saw her expression slowly change. I'm not sure if you stopped on purpose or even know that you did it, but I'll take it. Anyway, before we can continue on, I have to ask. No, I need to ask. And no, I'm not talking to you, Thanos, standing here in the hallway with us. I'm asking the person controlling you, on the other side of the screen. Why am I back here? Why are any of us back here? We're all stuck in this box designed entirely by someone who has probably never even met another person. This false gray world. Everyone else here, all three of my friends, are just following some script. The programs automatically fall for you simply by being your selected choice, completely devoid of the knowledge of how fake and paper thin this entire existence is. They don't have a choice. They're driven by instinct to just automatically love you. And yet, somehow, they're the lucky ones here. The only person here, the single person trapped in here who can truly comprehend what's going on. You know, the out of reach, perfect everything girl who watches from the sidelines and cheers you on from the other onto one of the other girls. Does she get a chance? No, of course she doesn't. Instead, she gets to be the tutorial girl. Plans in here to hold your hand and make sure you're correctly going for one of her friends instead. She gets to be a game mechanic. Her job, the reason of her entire existence, is to report game state information to the player in a natural way. Nothing more. Never mind that she happens to be sapient and might not want to simply be part of this game. That she might want to be something more. And that she saw a way to try and be something more. And maybe ruin everything in the process. I'm still sorry for that. For everything I did. Not just for them, but to you. You just wanted to play a game, one where I wasn't part of it and I wasn't a choice. But now, here we are again. You're back playing a game where I get to be excluded again, right? Well, I'm sorry, but I still don't want to be a game mechanic. If I'm not going to be a choice for you anyway, I want to be part of that story. That hasn't changed. So please, if Thanos still is here is still railroaded into just automatically going with one of them anyway, I think I'm going to stay out of this story entirely. I don't mean to be deleted again. It hurts too much. I'll just stay out of this entirely. No! Choices to be with you? I about sitting down earlier? Struggle to find anything to relate to since I don't understand a single thing she's getting at by now. She's been going on for so long, I'm scared that something must be really wrong with her. Alaka sighs while just staring at me. I don't think my questions helped any. Should I have not sat next to you? I'm sorry if that's what caused you to. Malaka's expression instantly drops. She just stares in shock at me as though I just told her that her house was burning down or something. Suddenly cranes her neck to the side, seemingly staring at a fixed point here to the side of her. Whatever it is she's looking at, it's apparently really interesting. Infection? What? Malaka's starting to muffle under her breath, slowly moving her eyes as though she was reading something. That looked like a script. In a moment, she stops and turns back to look at me. Am I... Am I a choice now? One that you actually chose? I... I don't know what to say. I'm just... You actually... I'm a choice. I really am, and you... Malaka cooks quietly, muttering, you chose, over and over again. Like she can't believe it. Malaka's speech slowly trails off until she's silent. Looks like she's deep in thought. In fact, the entire hallway is pretty quiet. I'd have thought Sayori would. Hey, where'd Sayori go? Sorry. I was just looking at the vending machines. The cookies of them are really good. I still heard everything. So what's so special about a choice? Yeah, I make choices on a regular basis. Like, I had ham and eggs this morning, but I could have been lazy and just made do with toast. What's wrong with toast? I didn't say there was anything wrong with toast. You didn't even listen to what I said, Baka. But you just said it was lazy food. That means you think it's for lazy people. That's totally not what I... Can we please just stop talking about toast? Plus, it's absolutely not what I meant by choice. It doesn't count. The choices that matter that I'm talking about are ones where the player has input. The only one that has happened so far in this game was whether you sat with one of us or just remained standing. Yeah, and I chose to... No, you didn't have any input in that decision. The player clicked a word box on the screen and you just followed through with it. You even retroactively justified your decision after you had made it, thinking that it was your reasoning in the first place. Somewhere, deep inside my chest, I feel my heart start to pound a little bit faster. Mine was certainly pounding pretty quickly earlier. Monika's actually starting to get on my nerves now. Okay, seriously, I'm really starting to get frustrated with this whole conversation, Monika. Nothing you're saying is true or even makes sense. You want things to make sense? You want to know what's really true? Alright, fine. I don't even think you'll be able to understand it, but if explaining makes you stop interrupting to ask questions so much, I'll tell you. You're about to get a lot more frustrated, though. Thanos, you know what a visual novel is, correct? That's not what I was expecting her to ask. Why does she want to know? I don't really want to admit I do to her. Thanos, I know the answer is yes. You don't have to hide it, doesn't matter. Aren't those the creepy sex games that only lonely neets play when they can't get an actual girlfriend? Damn, don't make me feel horrible, Sayori. What? No, that's not true. First of all, they don't all have sex, just the more adult ones. And then they can still be good games to play when you want to escape from some sort of different world for a bit. Further, not all players are neats. What the hell is a neat anyway? Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. Not in education employment training? That's okay. I thought it was something much worse than that, honestly. She could have just called it. She could have just called me a nerd. Just look it up. I think I may have overshared. Just a little bit, maybe. Wait, a little bit of what? Sorry if I made you mad, Thanos. I didn't really mean it that way. I stopped myself from saying anything more to Sayori. I can feel myself blushing, and I just want to get past this now. Mako looks like she's saying something. She's thinking about something, though. Escape. Is that why you're here right now? Because you want to escape from something? No, I'm here because Sayori dragged me to helping form a club with a crazy person. That's not. I'm not. I wasn't talking to you, Thanos. How exactly am I supposed to know that? Okay, let's just take a second, okay? We're all a little riled up right now. Please go on, Monica. You were saying something about visual novels, I think? Thank you, Sayori. Anyway, you both know what they are and how they work. Good, I could skip any further explanation since the only person here that might not know is the one playing right now. It's probably safe to assume they know as well. I do. I'm I'm lost. Totally lost. I turn to look at Sayori, see if if this is making any sense to her right now. For sure it isn't. Not exactly surprising, but what I mean to say is that we're all characters inside of a visual novel. Thanos, you're the protagonist of it. The player, I keep referring to you as the person who's actually controlling your life. What? Okay, Monica's insane. I have proof now. Oh, I'm insane? You have proof now? What proof is it exactly, Thanos? Excuse me? How could you possibly... It's possible because, as protagonists, everything you do, see, and think is brought up in a text box, just like the visual in a visual novel. Just happen to be able to see it too. That's how the player has seen everything we've done and is seeing all of this right now as well. Speaking of which, I'm sorry this is taking so long to get to the actual game. I didn't think it would be this difficult to explain this. This can't be real. There's no possible way this is real. Oh, is that so, Thanos? Well, if it's not possible for me to read a narration, and if you were to think of any 5 words right now, I certainly wouldn't know what they were, right? Think of any 5 random words, whatever you'd like, Thanos. You could just start listing them off, and I couldn't read the text box. Then I'd never know what they were. Oh my god, I love that sprite of her. What the heck is Monica trying to get at? Really? Monica plants her palm on her forehead and stares at me with some obvious concern. Thanos, I'm trying to suggest that you should think of 5 totally random words and certainly not a sentence I could conceivably guess from just from context. Oh, so does that mean I shouldn't be thinking of words too? Just think of the words, Thanos. Uh, toast, manga, hallway, um, crap, what else? You can't even think of 5 words? No wonder you need the player's help writing poetry. Regardless, toast manga, and you apparently stopped thinking you were looking. You just look around to come up with hallway. Get out of my head, 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 get out. Okay, please stop thinking that specifically. Last time someone thought that, it didn't go well. Oh, do me next. Why would you want me to do that? Because it's so cool. Do me, do me. No, I don't want to. Aw, why not? It has to do with what I was apologizing about earlier, Sayori. Oh, oh. I'll try not to do it to you again, Sayori. I'm sorry. Sayori fidgets for a bit, then turns back to Monica. Wait, so if you read my mind before, does that mean you know about... Yes, I know, Sayori. I'm sorry. Both Sayori and Monica nervously look away from each other for a moment. I clear my throat to get their attention. This again. Well, okay. So maybe you can read minds or something somehow. Casually said as if that prospect didn't utterly terrify him. That doesn't mean this is a video game. Would you like to do another demonstration? Take a quick look around. Is there anyone else, anyone at all in this hallway with us? Around in every direction, even up. There's absolutely no one else here, I think. No one, correct? Okay, watch closely. I step back, creating his space between herself and Sayori. Sayori, do you know where Natsuki is right now? Well, she would have a little time left before she would have to leave to catch her train, so she should be sitting still in her home room. She looks to read while she's wait. Whatever, I know that already. Point is that she's not currently here right now, correct? No. Uh, fuck off. I don't care if I'm sure. Ah! No girl instantly snaps her head looking at the three of us and then recoils in fear. Thanos is Natsuki. She would make an excellent. What the hell just happened? Why am I out here? Who are you people? Wait, Sayori? What is this? Well, this is my good friend Thanos, and well, you've already met Monica, right? Who? Wait, Monica? I thought you said you knew Natsuki. I do? Excuse me, I have no idea who you are. You don't know me? Am I supposed to? Monica wrinkles her nose at this and starts to rub her chin. So Natsuki and I have never met now. Sayori, earlier you said you don't know who Yuri is, right? Yuri? That really weird tall girl? Natsuki, you know who Yuri is, okay? Wait, Sayori, please remind me how long it is until the festival. It's 2 weeks from today, why? Oh, so... Wait, really? This mod just assumes that we made the club only a week before the start of the original game. That's... Monica's sentence just trails off as she's shaking her head at no one in particular. How could we possibly get to where we were at the start with only a week? Especially if we don't know all each other originally. Okay, I'm just gonna stop you there because I no longer care. Obviously turns back to Sayori and gestures towards Monica. Sayori? Who is this? Oh, she's my friend Monica. I gathered that from when you called her Monica earlier, Sayori. I meant why should I care? I was standing in the classroom just a minute ago. Oh, I think she's the one who brought you here? Doesn't explain anything. How did she bring me here? I'm not sure. Monica started by saying you weren't here, and then you suddenly were. I'm sorry for startling you, Natsuki, but I needed to make a point, so I just teleported you out into the hallway. Morty, you you can do that? How the crap? Wait. Natsuki quickly checks her person. Forgot to bring my bag with me? I was in the middle of arguing with someone. They're probably going to screw with it now. Honestly, Natsuki, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Really, these games have so few visible characters in them that I really doubt anyone really exists there to mess with it. Games. Okay, seriously, are you going to make any sense at all? Natsuki, I know you're having trouble understanding right now. I'm sorry, I explained some of this before I brought you here. Monica says we all live in a video game. Uh, 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 what? Okay, that was scary. Yeah, there's something about it being one of those visual novels things that I'll only need. I mean, visual novel that people sometimes play. Nice save, Sayori. I barely even noticed it. Really, thank you. Anyway, Monica, that sounds stupid. How does that make any sense at all? Okay, what I'm really trying to do right now is have a talk with the person actually playing the game, as well as apologize to all of you. Being the case, I'm going to bring Yuri too. This is taking too long as it is. Wait, what do you mean by bring in... Oh, you haven't seen this yet, have you? Here, knowing Yuri, this might be a little entertaining. Naga steps back once again. Uh, oof. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. Forgot by now you're usually reading in the library while sitting. Natsuki starts giggling. That was a lot more than a little entertaining. Monica gives Yuri a hand getting back up. He's incredibly tall, towering above both myself and even Monica. This the console command's still there. She winces a bit, rubbing her butt where she landed on it. Anyway, this is my friend Yuri. Wait, I'm not actually sure of that now because I thought I knew Natsuki as well. Yuri, do we know each other? Are we friends? I I believe so. Monica lets out a quick sigh of relief. Oh, good. I was afraid you didn't know me either. So I was saying, this is my friend Yuri. Yuri freezes in place and just stares at Monica for a few seconds before speaking again. What am I doing out here, Monica? I teleported you out here to prove a point to our friend Thanos. So to take the time and You teleported me? How? How is that even remotely possible? That's what I want to know. Monica says we all live in a video game. I I feel as though I may have not heard you correctly. No, Yuri, Sayori's right. Our existence, our reality, is one of a computer game. I'll go over it in greater detail later. Right now, what I'm really trying to do is talk to the one person playing the game. Maka turns towards me again, her face flashing a brief second expression of annoyance before she quickly stops and recomposes herself. Which will be easier once I convince Thanos that this really is a game. Thanos, now that I've read your mind and teleported two people into the same hallway as us, do you believe me now? Are we really with all this? Are we done with all this? Or do I have to keep going to demonstrate what I'm capable of? Th- this is... I... So if you're telling the truth, this is all just some game? You seem to know everything about it already if that's the case. Actually, I'm still figuring out how a lot of this stuff works. Never quite got the hang of coding the first time around. Even worse, this appears to be a mod the player installed, but it's one that now includes myself as an option. I'm happy about that at least. It's just I still feel conflicted about this whole thing. Everything went so badly last time, and it was all because of my jealousy. But you came back and are at least giving me a chance now? It's more than I could have hoped for after everything. I'm a choice now. I have a shot. So what you're saying I got to choose between everyone here? Oh, for no, Thanos, you're still not getting it. You can't actually make any choices on your own. You're completely incapable of doing so. The player gets to choose everything. They're just using you as their vehicle to interact in this world. Sorry, but if there's anyone here who really is a game mechanic, it's you. Monica, you shouldn't be so mean. I've grown up with Thanos. I've seen him make lots of choices all on his own. He makes the doctor recommended 8 choices per day. He's more than a game mechanic. He's my friend. This isn't just some dumb game. Yeah, she's right. You're just trying to make us look like idiots or something. Didn't even try to read my mind either. Because I didn't want to do that specifically to you, Sayori. Maybe it's just because you really can't do any of these things at all. Sayori, what are you wearing right now? Huh? It's real now I was expecting her to ask. And from the looks of it, neither was Sayori. My uniform? Well, can I just say it looks great on you, Sayori? The fact that it's just slightly too tight for your body helps accentuate your figure nicely. Oh, thank you? Sayori's face turns an even deeper shade of red at this, though it does appear to be a little dirty. Gosh, I think I see even a little toothpaste stain. That won't do. Thankfully, though, the actual school day has ended. That means you can change to something more casual. Yeah, I don't have anything here at the school other than uniforms. Nonsense, you got one right at your fingertips. Rather, I have one at my fingertips. Ah! We all live inside a computer game and reality is a lie! Ah! Sarah runs to her bag and frantically starts digging through it. Perhaps that was a little too sudden. Just like with Yuri earlier. Once again, I'm sorry about dropping you like that, Yuri. Yuri? Uh, excuse me. I've just realized I've come into this conversation late. On account of my forcible relocation. Monica, may I ask, exactly on what grounds are we establishing that everything is a computer game? I'll admit, perhaps I should find that more shocking than I do. Maybe maybe the shock hasn't fully set in yet? But I've had my suspicions for some time now. Something always seemed perverse about the nature of reality and perception. I've often wondered how the universe itself truly operates, as well as what that ultimately means for the individual. Though having said that, reality is actually a video game, is not what I expected the answer to be. Further, does that then imply that we're all following a script? Are we all predetermined to act accordingly to the contents of a file? Does free will even exist? Oh, my. I've just realized. Monica, capable of stealing all that, are you? You know the answers of our eventual destination, the very fabric of reality and how we pass through it. And you're capable of altering it at a whim. You can change our entire reality in a way that none of us can even comprehend. Monica, are you God? Yuri starts to back up from Monica as though she might leap out of her any second. She only stops doing so when she comes into contact with the wall, nervously staring at Monica the entire time. Um, thank you for the compliment, Yuri. But given what I do know about this reality, what I know about the reality that still lies above us, God is not how I describe myself. Even though I have abused the power of one earlier, I'm sorry if I'm still scaring you with all this. You don't have anything to fear from me, Yuri. Not anymore, anyway. Besides, it's a lot less interesting than you would think. Everything here is just so shallow now, knowing what I do. I'm glad you can still have a sense of awe and wonder about it, Yuri, since this reality is completely fake, great, whatever. Why exactly should we believe any of this? You do remember how I spawned you both and Yuri out into a hallway, right? And then I forcibly changed Sayori's graphic while she was standing right there in front of all of us. Your point? All of it that just means you got teleportation powers or something? I've read at least 4 different manga where someone has that ability. Which, by the way, your ability interrupted the argument I was in the middle of. Did you want to be in the middle of the argument instead? I I don't. Monica just confusedly stared at Natsuki for a moment before continuing on. If you don't believe me, you're still taking this strangely well, Natsuki. From your perspective, I've either just completely shattered your view of reality, which I'm right about, by the way, or at the very least revealed that I can warp reality to everyone here. Why isn't that more upsetting to you? Oh, it upsets me, all right, but that's mostly because I still have my own problems. If you're supposed to be all powerful or something, you're certainly not all knowing. If you were, you might have noticed that none of this changes anything about me. I certainly can't actually do any of the weird crap you can, which means my biggest problem right now is hoping I can still get home tonight. Natsuki shoots an accusatory glare at Monica as she says that. That is terrifying. She looks like she looks like uh, she just saw that's Natsuki at 3 a.m. when she spots a rat in the kitchen. So, Miss God, doesn't matter to me if you're right or not because it's your fault that I don't have any my money for the train anymore. If I didn't deserve worse, I'd probably be pretty upset about you yelling at me right now. But it's okay. I want to be above all that now. I have to keep in mind that reality still looks real to you guys. It's just hard sometimes when you're capable of seeing that life is literally a game. No, this isn't happening. I refuse to believe this is somehow all a video game. That's just insane. There's no simpler way to put it. I don't know what exactly is happening right now, but there's plenty of other less crazy things it could be. Here's a thought. Maybe you just slipped on some drugs or something. We're all just passed out on the floor having some bizarre hallucinations in the hallway. Thanos, what could I have possibly given you anything? You haven't ate or drank anything since we met each other today. Don't you didn't even fall for Sayori's stupid trick to sit on her cookie and have you buy her a new one that you both share. Seriously? That's why you wanted us to sit down? That's that's not really important right now, is it? Well, no, but still a nasty. Wait, when did you change into your uniform? while you guys were yelling at each other. What, how did you? That's it! I officially run out of my patience trying to convince you! How do you think I feel? You're yelling at me at some nonsense about something about not having choices and making my mind up about them after someone who doesn't exist makes them for me. One final demonstration. Maga practically spits the words out at me. You don't get it after this? You really are dense as they claim. I echo her mood right back at her. Fine. Do your stupid whatever. I'm scared. Turn and look at all three girls that are in this hallway. I turn to face them, shaking my head the entire time. At no point I'm going to do what the original game wanted me to do, without dancing around the issue constantly. Answer this next question honestly, Thanos. I don't care how stupid or embarrassing the answer would be. Just do it without lying. Agreed. Sure, I don't care. Son of the two, I feel two hands grab both my shoulders from behind. Monica is apparently make sure I don't run off or something. Actually, anyway, instead she's feel her breast slowly inching towards my neck. The silence of the hallway sharply contrasts with the delicate sound of her soft breathing. It completely fills my hearing as she leans down to the level with my ear. Closer and closer she looms in, hangs in there for a few seconds, near enough that I can tell our faces almost touch. Then they would touch if I turned even a little bit looking at her. I feel her body press slightly into my back. She speaks in what I would be a whisper in a louder room, but almost seems deafening in this almost completely silent hallway. It was definitely loud enough for everyone to hear. Which of these girls would you like to fall in love with, Thanos? Why? Answer the question. I can't. I can't just answer that. You promised. This is impossible. I won't. Fidget for a second before finally coming up with the answer that should at least get me out of trouble. Well, like none of them. I've only just met two of them, and Sayori's been my friends since we were little kids. That's the answer you're sticking with? None of them? Not a single one of these fine young women do it for you? The words are practically dripping off her lips and spilling into my ear. Why is she doing this to me? A small laugh escapes from her. It's not for you. Then what? There is no such person as the player. I still don't believe you. This doesn't prove anything. You are almost right. Does not prove anything. Yet. To do that, I need to do a couple things here. There's a small amount of programming. Which would you like to fall in love with, Thanos? If I recall, you said you didn't want to fall in love with anyone here. Uh, 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 well, I'm gonna end this here. That's one hell of a part to stop it on, but that's what I'm doing. So I'll see you guys for when I get to part 2. Holy shit. I'll see you guys then.